Hi, this is Bill from Read the Factory Manual, and I'm going to show you how to draw the Matchbox number 12B Land Rover windshield in AutoCAD. I'm using AutoCAD 2020. You can use just about any version of AutoCAD these days, as long as it has the STL out command that export STL files. I went ahead and started a new drawing. This is a scratch drawing. There's no customizations on it whatsoever, so I'll show you everything that I have set at the start here. The only setting I've really have changed is on the object snap. So the object snap settings I have changed to turn on midpoint. Now we're going to set our units. Keep it at decimal, but I want it to be millimeters. I find it a lot easier to measure in millimeter these days with the calipers. It's also what my printer prints in, so I'm used to it now. Alright, if we take a look at the drawing, we can see it's just an M, really. It's a millimeter thick. Everything's a millimeter thick. It's 8.5 millimeters high and 23.9 millimeters wide. And the post in the middle is in the middle. It's at the center point. So I am going to go to a 3D view here so you can see what's going on. We'll grab this and move it like that. Fantastic. Alright, we'll draw a line. And I'm just going to do a P line. Because I know what it looks like, and I know all the measurements, so I'm just going to go like this. And I'm going to go up 8.5, and then I'll go this way, 23.9. I'll go down. I'll zoom in now that I've got some lay of the land here. 8.5. We'll go over this way 1. We'll come up this way 7.5. And we'll go this way. It's 2 millimeters less, so it's going to be 21.9. And then it's going to be to there, over that way, and close. And then we'll go ahead and draw another line from the mid of here. We'll grab that point to there. There's 90 degrees to that way. We'll offset it 0.5. We'll erase that midline there. We'll draw a new line right here to here. And then we'll trim away that part right there. There we go. There's our M. Now we're going to use the join command to join it all together as one polyline now. And then we'll extrude it. We'll extrude that up 1 millimeter. And then we'll make it look cool by going into X-ray. And there it is. There is the windshield ready to be printed. Now, if you watch my other videos on printing, you know that I'm a fan of PETG, and that's what we're going to use to print this with, because it doesn't melt in the garage. It doesn't melt when you mail it to somebody. So that's what we're going to use. Do an STL out. That'll run the STL out command to create an STL file. I'll pick on the object I want. Hit the space bar for enter. Hit the space bar again for enter. And I want to put it on the desktop, and we'll call this Land Rover windshield. Save. Minimize everything, and there it is. We'll start Cura. Oh, I happen to have Cura up. Alright, so there's Cura. Got it up and running. We're going to drag our windshield onto Cura. We're going to grab it here and move it to the spot where I like to print it. And there we go. And then let's look at the settings. The settings should be all set as PETG, so that's good. Layer height, it doesn't really matter. In fact, the higher the layer height, the thicker it is, the better, in my opinion. So let's live on the edge and go with 0.32. Look at that. All right, so we'll do 0.32 millimeters for the thickness. Now, why am I going so thick on the thickness of the plastic? I'm doing that so that I don't get as many layer lines in the print. And there's really no detail in the z-axis going upwards this way. So I can make it as thick as I want that to go. Everything else is fine there. 240 degrees, that's fine for this stuff. 235, we'll change it to 235. What I normally print with. 50 is a little fast for this, so we're going to change it to 40. Wall speed, we're going to make it 35. On a speed of 20 is just fine. We want to retract. We do not want to do cooling. And everything else is fantastic. So we shall slice. And then we will preview. We want to do a preview. I want to zoom in, pan it around, zoom in some more. That looks good. So it's 3 things thick. Good. I don't have very many layers. It looks okay. The second layer should be just fine. So we'll go down to the second layer. Yeah, everything's good. Okay. So we will say print with Octoprint. We'll queue the job and then we'll close that and then we'll launch our browser. So here is Octoprint. I am connected, so that is good. We shall find our Land Rover windshield. There it is. We'll click on it. G-code viewer. That's the one I want. I will hit the print button. No, it's not printing. Let's go ahead and go to connection and disconnect and reconnect. There we go. And then we shall say print. So now it's getting the temperature set and it will print. So there you go. That's how you design a Land Rover windshield inside of AutoCAD. It wasn't very difficult because it wasn't a very complex model. We went ahead and took it into Cura and sliced it, and then we printed it out, and there it is in all of its glory. Here's what it looks like on the model. This is after I glued it on and did some sanding on it to make it look good, and filing, and just to get it into shape where I wanted it to be. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. I'll be happy to answer the best way I can. I may answer in a video if it requires that, and that's okay. I don't mind doing that. Let me know.